What's up? It's that one dude, Durag Rico, aka, man, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I got this controller gripped up tight, aka, I'm finna throw the ball to K-Con.
It's your boy, K-Con, the controversial one. Hey, is that niggas? Yeah, that's me, the infamous one. I'm passing to the man with the wrap around his head.
Yes, sir. Now, tonight I ain't got the head wrapped. Oops, don't got the hair wrapped. But it's the one and only G Knight, the man. I'm him. Him. AKA Flank Daddy, AKA Father Flank, AKA lay your ass down.
Sleep.
And now, as I pass it off to the one and only OG.
Your boy, OG, Dobie, a.k.a. Butterfeed, a.k.a. the Ace of Spades. Oh, how y'all doing?
And that is the gang, and we are off up in this digital room at the Shut My Dough podcast, where we staying geeked up about something, and we're about to kick this off with Character of the Week from the OG.
Ooh, boy, I've been waiting on this.
I hear the Birdman rub hands.
Birdman rubbing his hands.
Probably did.
Beatrice.
But anyways, Character of the Week is a famous Capcom character who been in the game probably before all of us was born, or better yet, before all of us even had a controller. I don't even know if this dude even has a last name, but he goes by the name of REE-U from the Street Fighter series. Let me tell you something about this character. I don't know how old he is, but he was fighting in the streets since, let me say, the time I picked up a Super Nintendo controller.
That nigga
at
immortal.
The age of 4.
That nigga immortal.
At the age of 4, he has to be something. At the age of 4,
this nigga was.
Had a Super Nintendo controller. First character I picked was him. Just because of the way he looked. I was like, yeah, you know. Just had that look on his face like, yeah, you know I'm one of the best in the game, right? Go ahead, pick him. But tell you a little backstory on this guy. You know he's the main protagonist of Street Fighter, right?
White.
He spends Japanese.
Nah, I mean his gi. That's what I meant, his gi.
Yes, a white gi with the red gloves, with the red headband. You probably seen him in Street Fighter. You've seen him in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Flapping in the wind.
Yes, that was his stance. Arms folded, just looking down. Wind blows. Bandana blowing with the wind. Amazing. It looked beautiful. Man. Nice stage too, man. Crazy. But this is a character who stays focused on his training, trying to be the best, the strongest that he can. Traveling from country to country between Japan, Thailand, and India.
No shoes.
No shoes, barefoot, straight barefoot.
What money? What
concrete,
money?
grass, water, mud, any type of terrain you can think of. You can walk. You'll see him walking through that motherfucker barefoot. That's probably why his kicks are so strong. It might have something to do with his kicks being so strong.
Iron foot.
But anyways, as a youngin, if I'm not mistaken, he was a foster kid taken in by his master, Goken, who was trained in the fighting style known as the Assassin's Fist, I'm assuming, Shotokan Karate. Yeah. AKA, which is also known as Assassin's Fist, Assassin's Arts, whichever one you want to use.
Killer.
And as a youngin, he was training over and over every day of the week. Then he meets his best friend, probably know him by the name of Kenneth Masters. Trained with him, same fighting style. But the thing about Ken was more of the wild type. He wasn't reserved like Ryu was. So them growing up in the same dojo, training under the same master, learning all the same techniques, but it was something about Ryu that just set him apart. He was way more focused on his fighting than Ken was.
Kobe Bryant of karate, man.
Now, yeah, pretty much. Or better yet, the Jordan of karate. Let's say the Jordan of karate, of his fighting style.
Vicious focus.
That type of dedication, that type of focus. Yes. Now, fast forward. There was a series called Street Fighter Alpha. Where this was like, I'd say, the beginning of his like travels. And he runs into some guy named Akuma, right? Or Goki in Japanese, if you want to go by that. Goki sees him like, dude, you need to cut the shit and like use the real version of your fighting style. Basically called the Satsui no Hado, which is the evil part of their fighting style.
This is deep. The
evil energy. Now, if you ever look at Akuma, you know, his ki is kind of like purple, right?
His eyes.
That's the evil part. Yeah, his eyes. It's all purple, right? But then Ryu, his is pretty like basic. It's like blue or white or something like that. But throughout all of the Alpha series, that's pretty much his whole story. Him and Akuma just like going at it over and over. And there were a couple times where the Satsui no Hado took Ryu over and forced him into this whole crazy version of himself where he was just nothing but murderous intent.
He was like
no remorse,
like a Akuma
no
Jr.
weakness, none of that.
Almost like a Akuma Jr.
Yes, pretty much. But he knew something wasn't right about that. I can't let that constantly keep happening to me. I don't want to be strong that way. Because I'm basically losing all of my humanity if I'm going that route. So, fast forward, he goes back to basic stuff, traveling the world, fighting, honing his skills, focusing on himself, trying to be the best. Now, side story. Some people who know about this character have a common misconception that he's broke. I don't think that's true.
Answering K. Khan.
Throughout his travels, I'm pretty sure he's like walked through multiple cities where they were holding tournaments, and he would ended up like winning those tournaments and winning the prize money.
Fight money
that they call it in the games. Now, there's also his rival, Sagat, if y'all know about that guy. Dude with the eye patch and the scar.
Big ass scar across the chest.
Yes. Now he's like the rival who's constantly trying to chase Ryu to be, just for a little rematch. So, matter of fact, that happened in the Alpha series. If you play the game as Sagat, you get a fight against Ryu at the end. Ryu still kicks his ass though, but that's another story. So, throughout after the Alpha series, all through Street Fighter 2, 3, 4, all of that, he's basically just the same thing over and over, traveling the world, honing his skills, focus on himself, training, trying not to succumb to the dark side of his style.
That balance.
Yeah, trying to remain balanced and level-headed. That's my guy. That's my character right there.
Man, shout out to
round of applause.
Man, shout out to REE-U, man. Hey, Dober, I'm gonna use your voice and
Hey,
make like a whole REE-U documentary.
Hold on. Before you end that, let me tell you one more thing.
You got
His name is REE-U. His name is REE-U. All right, not that right shit. Not that right. Let me back that statement up. In the game, the announcer says REE-U when you pick him. From all the Street Fighter games I played, from 2 all the way to even 6 that's coming out in like 2 months. He says REE-U every single time. In the cutscenes, they say REE-U every single time. In the anime, he says REE-U every single time. Stop that right.
Get it right.
I'm finna change my life.
Stop that right shit.
It's
cringe. Just like when the niggas say Wolverine, it's Wolverine, nigga.
I'm gonna change my life.
Exactly.
Get it right, nigga.
I'm gonna change my life for the sake of the OG. I was in the hood, and in the hood, we seen that, that rice, that rye. You know what I'm saying? That rye.
But this nigga making up shit now. This nigga just making up shit now.
No. He says REE-U, not REE-U.
In the hood, it wasn't no dialogue. We skipped all the cutscenes and got straight to the game. But yeah, man.
Nah, it's cool. Niggas couldn't say Guile either. So I believe.
Yeah, niggas saying like Gwilly or whatever it is. I don't know.
Wheelie, dog.
It was wild, man. But yeah, REE-U.
He's still struggling. It's not in him. It's not in him to say it right.
REE-U.
All I'm gonna say is Walker said Tidus in Kingdom Hearts. So hey.
Oh man,
that's a spinoff. That don't count.
I'm scared. No, Tidus. I'm sticking with Tidus.
I'm scared, man. Tidus is so much like more water related. Tidus just goes so hard with the blitzball sport and all that shit. Tidus is some country ass name that we never. Tidus is Cletus' brothers, man.
Tidus, I was just about to say
Tidus is Cletus' brother, dog.
Tidus.
Oh man,
his name is Tidus.
But yeah, man.
Tidus.
Shout out to Dope B for giving us that character of the week, REE-U, man. And
let me also say one more thing. This guy has a very deep cultural impact when it comes to other games outside of Street Fighter.
Iconic. If you see anybody with a gi, if you damn near see any, like, especially like, cause that first Street Fighter, REE-U main character. That's
back when in the Super Nintendo, no, not the Super Nintendo, the OG NES, there was a Street Fighter game. He had red hair.
Yep.
And all that. Red hair, red shoes.
Mm-mm.
But that's not the iconic look, but
that was the foundation that it was built on.
like from Street Fighter 2 on, like I think every game, with the exception of maybe a few, had some type of like character that was based off him. At least in my opinion, they did.
Definitely. Like
that's how.
Like SNK, they got Kyo. Yep. Shout out to him. Yep. And you can say like damn near.
Well, Kyo more like Rio. Rio is basically like REE-U.
Oh,
I just spelled it wrong.
I probably
spelled it different.
I probably meant to say Rio. I probably fucked up. My SNK.
Rio Sakazaki. That was his name.
He got the orange gi.
Yeah, the orange gi with the blue shirt underneath.
And blonde.
Trying to be like Goku and shit.
Yep. Yeah, shit. Since we still on the subject of Street Fighter, we might well go ahead and kick off with that good old Street Fighter 6 demo where REE-U, ever since he done started growing out. He done started growing out a little bit of facial stubble, a little bit of facial hair. You know what I'm saying? Showing his OG qualities. You know,
the old man.
I got a fun fact. About REE-U.
You got it, G.
Dober specified that his fighting style was known as Shotokan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What famous actor do y'all know of that practices that martial art?
Shotokan karate?
Yes.
I'm not finna say Steven Seagal. I'm not. Nah, Steven Seagal is Aikido.
Let me give you a solid hint.
Give me a
He's
movie.
black.
Give me a movie. Oh, Michael J. White?
Yes.
John White.
Yes, that man practices that stuff.
Michael J. White sure does look like he should wear a gi when he fights.
Yeah.
I just fucking said that, buddies.
Man, I'm following.
When did you say that?
Man, I'm following dude on IG. I'm gonna slide in his DMs and ask him.
Right when you said yes, I thought you were saying yes because I just said that.
Yeah, Isha was probably a little bit off, K-Con, but
This shit is like the Reeves version is way too fabricated, but the gist stuff is probably the same.
Michael J. White, legend.
All right.
He definitely.
And then think about it. You just said that Ryu goes into other cities and fights in tournaments, and he is wealthy by fight money, right? What movie references that kind of, sort of? That Michael J. White was in?
Blood and Bone.
Yes.
Bone. That was Ryu was doing that before that movie came out.
Now, even though Ryu was going from city to city, that still low key kind of counts.
I mean, it could be some.
Because if you look at the cut scenes,
but getting money from fights is it's kind of universally done.
It wasn't just like tournaments. It was like basic like street fights and shit too.
Like,
well, yeah, that's what Blood and Bone was all about. It was straight street fights,
like sanctioned street fights. Like, hey, I got 1,000 on this guy right here. Like, I'll take that bet. Ryu comes in out of nowhere, fucking drops this fool in one hit. Oh, he gets to share that money.
Dog, it's so funny how all this shit is linked up. Because the first time I seen Michael J. White was on Jerry Springer Ringmaster, man. R.I.P. Jerry Springer. I had to squeeze that in. I had to squeeze that in. I don't know why Michael J. White was there. He played some black dude that was like cheating on his girlfriend with some other woman and her mama. It was crazy. But anyways. Yeah,
that is way out of pocket.
It was like that's what Jerry Springer came with, the most out of pocket shit ever, dog. Like people fighting and throwing turkey meat on each other and stuff on stage, man.
All right,
it was wild, man. But on to the Street Fighter. On to the Street Fighter 6, man. On to the Street Fighter 6, man. I'm all in on Street Fighter 6 right now. I always said that I was ready for fighting games to do. I didn't necessarily know what it was going to do, but I wanted it to where you could have more than just fights, and it would be a reason for you to like party up with your friends in the group. And like they got fucking Metro City as a hub to either fight people on the streets or to group up and go fight in the arcade so you can fight with the iconic characters. You create your own character using the system, a system that's like an upgraded system from Monster Hunter. I was impressed. I was impressed, man. Because like this is the time where I want to say damn near since the beginning of being able to create your own character in games, being able to express your own character in detail. I love that shit in damn near any game. And for them to incorporate that into Street Fighter so smoothly, I was like, I'm all in, dog. I'm all in on Street Fighter 6. This here is like this is like a good step for the competition, because Dober always say that one reason why some of these franchises out here run rampant and they could do anything the fuck they want and not have to worry about people skipping out on us because they ain't got no competition. But shit, we got Street Fighter with this, and then we got Tekken coming with their whole roster, and they ain't even started showing off if they have any featured modes. But with Street Fighter doing this, I hope it make everybody want to use some featured modes. But yeah,
dog, you gonna play this shit for
fun fact about that though? Tell you a little fun fact about that.
Whatever.
Using the fact that they use like Metro City is kind of genius to me.
I love it.
So you remember back in the Final Fight days, that used to be a really dangerous city.
I love it. Crime ridden.
So it's crazy. Final Fight ties into the Street Fighter universe because of that.
I'm a fan.
It makes so much sense to have Metro City as like the main hub.
I'm a beat 'em up fan, man. I am a beat 'em up fan. So Final Fight is one of the most iconic. Didn't I say that was one of the games that had me in a chokehold? Did I say that? I can't remember if I said that.
I don't think you did.
You did. I remember that.
But yeah, man.
I think it was the music.
Oh yeah, it was, because I remember Dover Star said that Hagar called Cody and Guy while they was at the gym. Yeah, man, come on, it all link up together, man. It all link up together, man.
Link up and save my daughter, man.
Dog, Jessica with the red dress off up in the skyscraper and all that, man. But,
who was Cody's girlfriend, by the way.
Oh man, when I seen that and I seen that statue of Hagar, I was like, I'm in, man. Y'all got me, man. Y'all pulled on my fan strings from damn near 30 years ago. Y'all put on.
I'm be real with y'all. Look, I'm glad you hyping right now, but nigga, let's be real. You gonna play that shit 1 week and then start collecting dust.
Come on,
let's
man.
Be real.
I play
let's
these
be real,
games,
bro. No, you do not, nigga.
Man,
you buy games and let them shits collect dust for years and years.
No, this is not an open world game. This is a fighting game. This is different, man.
Bro, you finna play Street Fighter 6 for 1 week strong, and it's gonna round the shelf.
I'm formidable at these fighting games, man.
Let's stop all the hyping and go back to your cyber chase.
So is that?
That's all you play.
I mean,
I
can't take that. I'm in the zone right now. You know, I'm cooking heavily on Cyberpunk right now. I'm like, shit, probably like 70 hours in. You know what I'm saying?
The game does not end, dog.
Like it's gonna end. It's made by the same people who made The Witcher, and on The Witcher, shit, like I told you,
the game does not end.
I clocked at about I think it was 180 something to 190 something hours on there. So on Cyberpunk, it's probably gonna be the same, if not longer than that. Oh man, but
that's the first playthrough, man.
I'm not gonna go through it like anytime soon. After that, I might play the DLC when it dropped. With shout out to Idris Elba, man. He was out there representing.
Look at that.
One playthrough.
He ain't gonna play Spider-Man 2.
What you mean?
Dust.
I'm on it, man. I'm in it, man. I'm on it, man.
He ain't gonna play Ghost. Dust.
Come on, man. Let's see what, like in the last year, I done beat a nice little handful of games. I said I done beat like 5 titles over the course of the last year.
I know Ragnar, RE-4. What else?
We beat Evil West. Come on, man. We went
you can't count that. By yourself. You can't count that. You can't count that.
Come on, man. We did it together,
you can't count that.
I thought we was bad boys for life.
I'm talking about you.
I thought
you can't count that one.
I thought he was running through like Martin and Will Smith, man. Slapping niggas and shit.
You can't count that one. You can't count that one. I'm talking about like just solos.
Oh man. Do I got my list? Do I have my list? Do I have what have I formerly played? Up Shredder's Revenge. Up Seafood. Up Elden Ring. Up. Yeah.
I can give you Elden.
Come on, man. I'm up, man. I'm up.
RE-4.
I beat Seafood too, man. Come on, man.
Seafood.
Can we really count that?
Why not?
Can we really count? That's like a little side story.
Resident Evil. Oh, don't forget Resident Evil 3 in one day.
That's what I said.
Nah, 3.
Okay, yeah.
Resident Evil 3 in 1 day.
Okay,
Come on, man.
3.
I'm in it, man.
So
Come on, man.
You got 4.
Come on, man.
But like I said, look, what are all those tie into?
Which I'm gonna let you go ahead and steer that. I don't know where you going, man. Man. Oh, I beat Rollerdrome too. Come on, man. I beat Rollerdrome, man.
Rollerdrome do go hard.
Did he mention Ragnar?
Yeah,
I said Ragnar.
Yeah, he said Ragnar first. Come on, man. I'm still cutting.
But what is those all fools not verse some beat 'em ups? That's what I'm saying. Like,
wait. What you just?
You not finna hop into playing Street Fighter. I promise you. You gonna play that shit for like maybe 3 days,
Dog.
and go right back to Cyber Chase.
dog, what I was saying was Street Fighter got these new modes that's gonna do more than just keep you waiting in the lobby on the next match, dog. Like,
but you not gonna play him.
Like right now, the vision is I'm gonna be like, hey Dover, you try to party up and run through these streets, and like we sit up here running through Metro City, running up.
I'm not sure if that game is co-op like that, man.
I don't mean co-op, but probably like grouping up and running up, or like I don't know if they're gonna have like tournament modes and all that.
I think you can meet in like a battle hub or something.
That's what I meant.
That's all I remember. That's all I remember.
That's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like,
ain't that shit just like playing fucking Dragon Ball Z?
Nah. Dragon Ball Z
the
had
same
like,
meetup.
Dragon Ball Z had like that shit looked like Pokemon in 3D. Like the hub in Dragon Ball, like I'm saying Fighter Z, that shit was like a little chibi
Dragon
hub.
Ball, I think like you couldn't even. I don't even think you could like invite people. Like you had to like catch them in the same hub.
It was
what?
It was weird. It was a weird way of doing it.
Oh, that's stupid. That's stupid as shit.
You know, sometimes
it was a goofy way you had to do something.
That don't even make sense.
It's like they sectioned it off by regions. So you had to like say if I pick East Coast Lobby 1, you would have to pick East Coast Lobby 1 and try to find me in that motherfucker.
Oh, hell no.
By chance.
I'm glad I ain't do that.
Most of them was flooded, so they had to start making backup lobbies.
Yeah. When the game first came out, every room was damn near flooded, and you had like 32 people in the room.
I think the game sold way more than they thought it would.
Yeah, like servers was maxed every lobby.
Servers were like overloaded. It was wild.
Man.
But,
oh no.
But yeah, like I said, off of the topic list.
Yeah, I used to it though.
Shit, fighting game franchises. The competition is up, man. It's up, man. Street Fighter coming head on. They like, what's good with everybody? Shout out to Ed Boon. He posts about Mortal Kombat and tease Mortal Kombat damn near every day on Twitter. Shout out to him. And did
no, I think he might be the biggest troll out of all of them. I swear he is a troll
because he keep commenting on competition and everything. Like, okay, that's nice. Yeah,
I swear every week he'll be like, "What game y'all want to see me remake or remaster next?" And he'll do it like, the multiple choice shit on Twitter.
Yeah, the polls.
He'll be like, he'll put Shaolin Monks on there, knowing that's what everybody gonna pick. And then never follow up with it. I'm like, boy, you getting on my nerves.
He probably
you like super troll.
He probably trying to get some clearances or some paperwork done or something. Because if they could, I know that y'all know what Shaolin Monks is, right? G and K Con, y'all fuck with Shaolin Monks, right? The concept of it.
No.
Like
I know exactly what that shit is.
Shaolin Monks was a beat 'em up with
Mortal Kombat
with Liu Kang and
Kung
Kung
you mean
Lao.
like that? Yeah, I know about that. I just you meant like the whole story.
Yeah. Nah, it was Liu Kang and Kung Lao, and they was monks, so Shaolin Monks, and basically it was like a beat 'em up between them going through the first Mortal Kombat tournament, wasn't it? Yeah, them going behind the scenes and fighting and all that shit.
It basically went through, I think, 1 and 2. That was like the whole story.
I was finna ask y'all, if they did some type of Mortal Kombat beat 'em up, would y'all want to see like the whole roster go at it, or do y'all just want to keep them focused on like
it's a big ass roster?
No,
that's a big roster.
If they
think about what you're saying when you say roster.
If they want to be the kings, you got to put your all into it.
I'll say like maybe the main character of like each game.
Yeah.
Cause like Liu Kang wasn't always the main character.
Oh yeah, he got murked, zombified.
Yeah, like Deadly Alliance. That was it. That was the end of him.
Neck snap.
In the original storyline, that was the end. But then he came back in whatever game that was.
Was it Armageddon?
Something like that. Came back as a zombie. But he was just like a side character. He wasn't for real.
It depends on what they do in Mortal Kombat 12. It depends on what they do.
But like if they did it for let's say 10, like MKX or something, should I do it?
Yeah.
I'll play that. That's like a real story. You got 4. It's like 4 main characters. You can pick which one you want. Shit, I do that.
Yeah, I would want them to go. I would want them to go with what? Well, I guess it depends on how the mechanics go. Because I can imagine the bigger the roster, the more complex the mechanics got to be to balance out the roster and to make everybody feel special. Besides everybody feeling like reskins of each other, but
not to mention the voice acting,
and in a way how to make the story incorporate everybody without feeling like everybody is just like in a position and nobody reacting to who it is. Because I know people would be sad if you run around with Scorpion and nobody is not acknowledging that. Hey, why your eyeballs white? Like that's the type of detail
that's how the first one was.
Yeah, that's the type of details that I would want.
You can play a Scorpion and Sub-Zero in the first one, but it's like
reskins, straight reskins. Yeah,
it's just a reskin.
Yep, same person.
Moves.
Sub-Zero doing bicycle kicks and dragon kicks.
They had their own moves. They had their own moves.
Oh, they
but like story wise, it's like they're still talking to him like it's Liu Kang and Kung Lao,
and the voices is coming out as Liu Kang,
and the voices are still the same.
Yeah, those be the type of things that'll throw you off, and you might as well just have the roster is extra skins or some shit like that. But
versus now when they see each other for the Lin Kuei, for the Shirai Ryu, to the death. Them recognizing who each of them are, I love that shit.
I'll go even deeper into it. New Mortal Kombat. Beat 'em up. It could be called Shaolin Monks with. It could go back to Liu Kang and Kung Lao, or it could be like MK Special Forces with Michael Jai White and Jessica Alba. No, I don't know, man.
You didn't play MK11, did you?
I didn't.
Oh no. Oh no!
Is that the one with the one that was stopping time and all that stuff?
Yeah, with the time travel chick.
Yeah.
But you gotta. Well, you ain't gotta play it, but like watch the story of it.
Am I thinking about 10 or 11 with the sand nigga?
11 is the one with the sand dude. That's I think his name was Garrus or something like that.
No, I'm probably.
I can't remember the name.
I'm probably speaking.
Watch like a story. Like watch like a story summary of MK11 and the DLC for it. You'll be like, oh shit.
Man, I want to say it's the reason why Jack's daughter is up in there. Like, what's good? but
it's like story wise, you'll be like, oh shit.
But if
I got through half, even finish it.
But if they did that, I would be like, hey, y'all could go from any time in the timeline. It don't necessarily have to be like, a sequel to 11 or like during the timeline of 12. You could fucking go back to the timeline of like some shit where, I don't know, where like Fujin and Raiden first met each other and had to fight a bunch of motherfuckers and prove themselves to be wind gods and thunder gods and shit. That shit'd be wild. That shit'd be fucking wild. That's just, I don't know, that's just me with my imagination. Like, if y'all wanted to step outside the box, but that would probably like open up so much shit that they don't want to start explaining.
Yep.
They probably want to keep it in the present, but yeah.
But yeah, shit, the DLC of MK11, man, that shit that shit made you think. It'll make you think a little bit, like, damn, for real? That's how it's gonna be?
Damn. You talking about like for the series going on?
I can't say nothing else, dog. It might spoil it. If they like continue the story. They continue the story based on that DLC. You guys, you're gonna see some crazy shit.
Man, what?
No shit. 12 coming out this year, so
maybe if Ed Boon stop trolling.
I'm about to say they announced it, or you just speculating?
Speculation.
Nah, nigga, they announced it.
He is speculating, dog. He ain't said nothing yet.
I was about to say I would have seen this.
Okay.
I would have seen breaking news, man. But speaking,
like if he does, though, it's won't be that much of a surprise.
But speaking of 90s violence, we didn't get to talk about it last week, even though I threw it in the topics. But Power Rangers forever. Well, what? Once and forever? Once and always? What?
Once and always?
That lets you know he think it's a flop.
It's a lot of. I ain't gonna like.
He forgot the title.
I ain't gonna jump out the window and say flop. But
I don't really think they had like a real big audience. They was trying to. I think they just wanted to do a story. Like, I don't think it was something they was really trying to like. Okay, this got a hit. I think it was trying to.
Once and always, it was fan service.
That's really it.
It was really
definitely fan service.
It was fan service.
They was trying to put a cap on it. That's all.
It was fan service, but it was just a little, a little bit of.
They was just trying to. They just wanted to wrap it up.
It was a little.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting anything major.
I mean,
I definitely wasn't expecting anything major.
I wasn't expecting like some AAA movie or nothing like that.
Yeah, because if they started putting other Rangers in it, I would have been like, oh shit, they really trying to reach for it. But nah, even the costumes was like
a proper standoff. That's all. That's all.
It was like a beautiful way to wrap things up and to pay homage to Trini, the Yellow Ranger. R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
And Jason.
Huh?
JDF, man, that's his real name. Oh. Not Tommy. JDF. That's the dude's real name.
We talking about
How you say huh?
No, we talking about Tommy, but at first I thought you was talking about Jason the Red Ranger, Jason.
No.
You talking about JDF, Jason David Frank.
That man is
MMA,
still alive and kicking.
Green Ranger, Golden Black Ranger, one of the coldest color schemes ever. And, I know what you're talking about, man. That's my fault. White Ranger, yeah, shout out to him. R.I.P. But but like I was saying about the ones that always fan service at its finest with the homages and everything. It was just, I guess this is what happens when you want that nostalgia, but you can't get all of the nostalgia. Where you start seeing your favorite Rangers show up as action figures.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think it was more like like Doe was saying, just to close it off, just to put it into a chapter. Because like if they really want to go all out, for it like at least 3 generations of Rangers.
Am I asking
at least
for 3? Am I asking for too much if I want like that Forever Red energy? Am I asking for too much?
You're asking for way too much.
That shit ain't gonna never line up like that again. Huh? Oh man. Mm-mm. Oh man.
Because if so, you would have to. If so, Tommy was still. I mean, if he didn't die, but I mean, like if so, if they was gonna go with that, Tommy would have been there.
It's like
it definitely would have been seen.
All of them played like a vital role in that little part.
As they, as time goes on, and as the Rangers get older, and is like especially like after like JDF passing and stuff, that Forever Red episode get better and better. Like I'm like, man. Like, I was just watching a YouTube video of somebody talking about it. He was talking about how the choreography and everything was handled by one of the veterans in the action genre. And I was like, man, you ain't finna see too much like that. Especially these days when like, I guess age and stuff just started taking over because you see, shout out to Zach and Billy. You see, they got their little pudges and everything when they're in civilian clothes, but whenever it's morphin' time,
Walter Jones, David Yost.
Whenever it's morphin' time, shapes get back in. But yeah, man. Shout out to Power Rangers once and always.
Hey, but dude was still throwing that hip hop keto, man.
He was. Are you doing hip hop?
He ain't lost a step. The intro.
He was like, are you fighting or dancing? What the hell are you doing? He's like, man, that's hip hop keto, lady. You gotta learn about that.
All I know is when they drop that Legend of the White Dragon, I'm seeing it. When they drop that, I'm seeing that. As soon as they drop it in the movie.
I don't know where they're going to put it on, but I'm going to watch it.
I'm about to say, is that...
They say it's supposed to be in the theaters.
Is this an animation or a live action?
No, this is a live action. This is with, Jason and a few other Rangers from different series. Like, damn, what was that? No, he wasn't a light speed Ranger. He was
I'm sitting up here, so they not gonna green light another Power Rangers movie after the one that came out a few years ago. The pretty much like a reboot.
I don't know. Did it hit like that?
Own little movie.
I think that one is done. Like that movie right there.
Yeah, that's done.
Cause did y'all see the end when they teased?
Like that?
Yeah, they teased and they showed the niggas that we see now.
Hold on, I ain't seen the damn movie, man.
Damn, you ain't see it yet?
Damn.
No, I did not.
It's okay.
I don't know how to see it. Like
It's on.
He don't know how to see it.
Like where am I watching it?
It's
buy it or rent it.
It's on. Nah, it's on Star. No,
It's on something.
it's either on Stars.
You can find it on PSN. Rent that thing.
My bad.
Man, you get that shit for free. You got any?
Like YouTube or something.
Yeah,
You got any video service like Stars or Hulu or anything like that?
Amazon Prime or something.
You
Don't
could- you
something.
could
Ain't gonna
definitely-
lie,
you
after
could-
I seen it in theaters, I couldn't see it nowhere else.
You could definitely find it on Amazon,
Right.
Because they gonna find it anywhere.
I ain't gonna lie. I rewatched it a couple weeks ago because the wife, she was like, "I never seen this."
How you feel? You seen the cameo?
I ain't got no feelings towards it.
I about to
I
say.
ain't got no feelings towards
Did
it.
you see the cameo with Tommy and
Yeah. Yeah. I seen all that.
Tommy
And the
and
whole
Amy Jo
controversial part when the one of the pink rank. Never mind, I'm a spoiler for Dover. Never mind, I'm gonna say nothing.
Yeah, shut the hell up. I'm trying to watch it.
I'm gonna say.
So stop talking about it. Let's stop talking about it.
It was a pretty.
I already knew they had a cameo in it. Like I knew that before the movie came out.
Yeah, it was a cool cameo.
I ain't know whether or not they was actually gonna like do something, but I knew they was in there.
The Legend of the White Dragon finna go hard.
Him and Amy Jo.
Yeah, you probably seen the clip of it or something on because the clip is like everywhere. It's just a little like all you gotta do is put up a short video, put a cameo on it, and people just using that to get views and all that. Shout out to the Fishers, but yeah. With that, I'll say this. I ain't gonna spoil nothing, but the end definitely was inspired by the MCU. Definitely was inspired. It had a stinger on it. I'm gonna say that. It had a stinger on it. And if you ever see it over and you see what the stinger is, I was like, man, this the potential is up, man. Y'all just gotta carry it out right and get them action scenes right. Power Rangers, man, if y'all had to put y'all finger on it, why do y'all think the Power Rangers had such an effect on us? I'm gonna jump out the window and say seeing them fight scenes. I'm gonna jump out the window and say that. I'm gonna jump out the window. Man.
That's all it was. That's all it was for me.
As a youngin', the fight scenes and the music that was playing, that's all it took.
Yeah.
Man,
that's all it took.
At the
Bro, when they morphed,
Oh, and the morphing part too, and the swords and shit coming out.
like when you morph, that's I always felt like these niggas ruled the world. Like you carry a morpher on your hip at all times. Like I thought that shit was the cleanest shit.
like a belt buckle,
I always
man.
thought it was clean.
A belt buckle.
Dog, and you can't tell me like as a kid you didn't want that watch.
The communicator? Oh my god.
Yes.
With the
Can't
beep-
tell me you
with
didn't
the
want
beep
one
on
of
it?
those.
Bro, I'm still trying to get one today.
Like, man, if I press a button on it, will I fly off?
I think like mine's got me like the morpher when I was a kid though. I remember that. But the communicator, I do not know if I ever had that.
I'm telling you, bro, when I say I'm a Power Ranger fan and I still want a Power Ranger Ninja Store morpher to this day, I'm gonna get that motherfucker. I want one so bad.
Put it in that glass case, man. Put it in the glass case. No touching.
Dog, if I get a hold of the communicator, I will wear that mug in public. I will wear that shit in public.
Bro, they got communicator Apple bands, but the motherfucker that sell them trying to upprice them bitches. So I was like, I'm not finna buy one yet, but I will.
I'll wear that hoe in public.
You know how they go.
I would definitely wear it.
What y'all think? Hey, K Kun, starting with you. Which series, Power Ranger series, had the best morphin sequence?
Ooh, why would you put that on me? Ooh.
Pressure.
Pause.
Pressure.
Pause.
Yeah, pause.
Oh my god. The noises in the groans. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Relax.
Oh my god.
Man, bro, that's a hard one because I love Zeo.
Ooh, hardest intro ever.
Zeo, when they morph, like the way they morph was like, oh my god, like the way they did it. Damn, man. Like, it's out of Zeo, and I'm probably gonna forget one, but damn, is it in space? Is it Power Rangers in space or Ninja Storm?
You got a top one, dog? Or you trying to choose what? You trying to choose?
I'm trying to choose, man, because that shit is hard, bro.
You're trying to choose the best.
That shit is hard.
That's impossible. That's impossible.
Hey, man.
At least for me, it is.
Like, that shit is hard because, like, when I think about all the morphers, to me, like, I'll say if you ask me the worst one is Wild Force. I hated that phone shit.
Oh, you talking about when they move the shit around and put it in front of their face, then move it behind their back? It's Wild.
Nah, that was Wild Force is where they had the little golden. It was like a golden flip phone, and they pressed the button, and then like they called, and like they put the little hand out or something. This shit was stupid. I ain't like that shit, dog.
I got nothing.
Like anything that was on the wrist, I'm telling you, bro. Like even like it wasn't a Quantum Ranger. It was damn, was it the Quantum Ranger? Because he had two morphers.
It was a 2-piece morpher. Put it together.
Yeah, the Quantum Ranger had two morphers. Damn, I'm gonna say Zeo. I'm gonna leave it at Zeo. I'm leaving it at Zeo. I'll make that my number one. Leave it at that. That's top tier.
Dover, you got a favorite?
I can't pick one. Like a very, I can't. Nah, I ain't even watch like all the series though. But let's see, the original. You got the Mighty Morphin, then you got Zeo. Then I saw a little bit of Turbo, and then I skipped a lot and went to. I saw Wild Force. I ain't really care for Wild Force.
You skipped Lightspeed
and SPD. Lightspeed, I saw a little bit of. Shit, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah, I might have to go with K-Con on this, man. SPD? Not SPD.
Zeo with the
holographic. If I remember, actually, Zeo had every Zeo Ranger had two. So like they had to put that bitch together. Oh my god!
Yeah, it was like two communicators. Well, not two. It was like two wrists
between Zeo and SPD. One of those.
Zeo had like the holographic shit, where like they got the little green like matrices on them, and the suit just covered up. The suit covered up.
Yeah,
light shining and shit everywhere.
It was like Egyptian or something. That shit
exactly.
That's what I used to think of.
With the shapes.
That's what I thought about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow,
Zeo is
was
the
so
shit.
cold.
Man, that theme song was the greatest one too. I can't even lie.
Then like SPD is like, it's like they do the the little hand motions and shit. Then they just like fly through this little like speed tunnel.
Oh,
and then the suit just like covers their whole body while they do this stance, and then they do like a little like, I guess
it start with the suit and then the helmet.
Like you remember the shit they used to do in Tekken 3 before the fight started?
Yup.
It's similar to that.
I think they did that in was it Turbo or Lightspeed, where they'll go through like a little shield, and the costume will like just not appear on them, but like it'll sink into them. And then the helmet will come on.
Which one had it where they do a backflip through the air in the whole suit, like it shows up while they up in the air doing a backflip? Which one had that?
That might have been Dino Thunder.
That
might have been Dino Thunder.
I know what you're talking about. Because
like they do the stance and then they do a backflip, and then the suit just like forms on them in the middle of the backflip.
Yup. That's
the Ninja Storm was clean too. They used to pull that little thing on the wrist, tornado pop up, and they just man.
Hey G, you got a favorite Morphin sequence, G?
Now let me tell you something. The reason why I don't spaz out when it comes to talking about Power Rangers is because when I was a kid, the only one that I seen was Mighty Morphin. And even when I was watching that, I didn't remember none of the characters' names. I didn't remember none of the kung fu moves. I was in a child's place. Okay? We ain't following the story about episode 3 or episode 17 when they did this and did that. All I saw was imagination at its finest.
Putties.
Rangers jumping in the air, kicking, punching, transforming into a big old robot.
Putties.
And then I skipped from that all the way to Power Rangers SPD, where I was like, oh shit, they still making Power Rangers still. Now, I saw some cameos in Ninja Storm. I saw cameos of Dino Thunder.
Uh-huh.
I even saw cameos of the Lightspeed. I even saw cameos of, let me just stop there. I seen cameos in Power Rangers, but I could never follow them because, for one, I didn't know what channel they would be on. 2, I didn't know when they would show up. Because 3, I didn't have a TV guide for any of this shit.
They
and
were
4,
switching up sometimes.
And 4, once again, didn't have a TV guide to know, okay, when the next episode or how many times I was lost in the sauce. Like, it's too many of these series. So I just dropped off. And I was like, okay, Mighty Morphin, I'm going to stick with Mighty Morphin. But I do remember seeing SPD, and that was clean to me. And I was like, okay, I'm going to stick with this one. Then, of course, the channel changed. I moved to a different state. And, yeah. So, if I'm talking about anything, it's going to be straight Mighty Morphin. That's it.
It's Morphin time. That's the classic.
You know
That's
what?
the vintage. That's vintage.
What? Ninja Storm wasn't bad either.
Ninja Storm was hard, bro.
Bad.
The 3 Ranger concept, that's when they started the 3 Ranger concept.
Had the simple.
And that's when the dudes start wearing yellow.
Ninja Storm. Ooh, Tommy was there too? Nah, never mind. That's Dino Thunder. My bad.
That's Dino Thunder.
My bad.
That's Dino Thunder.
My bad. They eventually
Ninja
did.
Storm, that's when like everybody had their own little element, and then when they morph, you know, they get the little wind around them.
Yeah.
Like the suit jumps on them, and then as soon as the wind like dissipates, they got their element going crazy, like right behind them.
They eventually got back to
All
5
them
on
had
there
ninja
though.
suits.
Because the
Because the 2 evils.
Like a desert or something.
Well, you had the 2 evils, and then you had the tech nigga became the Green Ranger later on.
Yeah,
they eventually got back to the regular team, but starting off with 3 and then eventually ending up with 6. Not bad.
They needed to get their ass over.
It was a fresh twist that they needed.
I used to love it, bro.
But shit, my favorite one, probably because I got the Morphin for Christmas, was that Power Rangers in Space, that 335.
Ooh.
It was
was it
every time?
It was hard. Shout out to Andros.
Andros was not rocking with them niggas at first. Like, man,
y'all don't need these Morphin. Come on, man. Yeah.
Put my shit down.
Yeah, man. That 335, iconic. Even the voice that come out of the Morphin, man. Oh, man.
3. I'm telling you, bro. When I
I'm
get
gonna change my pick.
I'm rocking a Morphin.
I'm gonna change my pick. I'm going to Ninja Storm, yo.
Ooh,
I'm gonna pick Ninja Storm, yo.
He took the Ninja Storm.
Ninja Storm had the designated like backgrounds, and they was like stomping and all that stuff during kung fu
They all
stances.
had their own little element.
I loved it.
Dog,
Loved it.
Dog, I love that in space. That shit remind me of RoboCop. I'm a RoboCop fan and shit too. Shout out to that trailer that I seen with the RoboCop shit. Y'all got the theme, the movement, and the sound down. shout out to that, man. Shout out to that.
Man, I just didn't like Lightspeed Rescue like that.
Lightspeed Rescue, I think the hood probably don't like it cause never mind. Lightspeed Rescue came out at a time where the police wasn't getting too much love at the time. You know what I'm saying? It was like, man,
I just didn't like Lightspeed. And the sad thing about it, though, I had the game on Game Boy.
Man, I had the game on PlayStation, man. I knew it was trash, but I played through this shit. I knew this shit was trash, man. They had a jump button for no reason. Like, you ain't even had to jump over there. I knew that shit was trash, but I was like, I can unlock the Silver Ranger, and then they had these crazy ass collectibles and shit, and they had like co-op, It had co-op on there. You know, back in the day, if you could find some shit to play on the couch with your families and siblings, shit, you all in. And I used it as a fucking Christmas gift. So, you know, 3 games a year. You finna be playing this motherfucker for a few months, over and over and over again. You gonna beat it in the first weekend, then you gonna play it again. Man, shout out to that. Yeah, Lightspeed Rescue was kind of lackluster because it was like train vehicles and shit.
All right, so which intro did y'all like the most? Out of the ones y'all seen?
Oh man, who you want to go first, man?
Yeah, whoever can answer first.
I'll go ahead, man. With me, man, I can't deny it, man. It's that Time Force, man. That Time Force. Racing through another time, and like with the slow motion kung fu and like the wire, like the shit that they were doing with the wires on Time Force was insane to me. Like with the stop motion shit and all that, it was crazy, dog. Crazy. Raditz pulling knives out of his fucking kneecap. That shit was crazy. You know that shit was raw. I was like, damn, is this shit even for kids? Like this motherfucker pulling bones out and fighting people with them, dog. That shit is wild. But yeah, that's my intro.
Okay, Con.
Man. Zio got that thing for me. Zio got that thing for me, man. Even though Mighty Morphin was cool, but when they came out with Zio, they took the cake. They took the cake right there for me. I'm gonna say Zio.
Yeah, that was actually mine. Like that was like 1-2 punch for me. The original one and Zio.
AG, you going with the OG Mighty Morphin version, huh?
The original had that guitar rip that you couldn't touch. Like you couldn't touch that.
Man, that motherfucker is up there with the X-Men intro. That motherfucker is up there, dog. Like,
and then it's like, there was a time like when when they first put Tommy in the mix, and they used to have that little build up right before they showed him in the intro. Had it. They had it right there.
Shit was crazy. Yeah, I think Zio hit so hard because everybody was so used to Mighty Morphin for like 3 years, and then they hit off with that Zio. It was like, boom. This ain't Mighty Morphin.
Like that shit used to give a nigga goosebumps. Like.
Shit is wild. Shit is wild. Now y'all got me thinking about that X-Men intro. That
I'm gonna take Power Rangers over X-Men. Like that shit. As an intro, I would take Power Rangers over that.
Dog,
whoever played that guitar, dog, he can't touch him.
Yeah, I got an honorable mention of a TV show that I will forever love.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
To the day I leave this earth. Beyblade. Beyblade. Bro, you know how many Beyblades I had?
I fuck with like Blade on a weekday morning.
Bro, you know how many Beyblades I had from Dragoon? Fucking what was that, Tortoise?
I don't know nothing about
Tortoise. Man, no Beyblade. I had a purple Tortoise Stadium. And I had like 3 Beyblades. I used to switch out.
Sound like Stadia.
You changed my what? What?
Sound like you said Stadia.
The disrespect.
All I heard was something about a purple stadium. I'm like, huh? Stadia?
No, it was a Beyblade Stadium. That I used to literally.
Oh, I know what you mean. It came with some of them. Yeah.
I used to literally take my shit around.
With like a big ass nacho bowl with like stadium decals. It had decals and shit all over it.
Bro, Beyblade didn't make sense to me as a kid.
Nah,
Beyblade was the shit.
Bro, the match is supposed to be like 10 seconds long, dog. No, the match is supposed to be like 3 seconds. They span that shit to a whole episode. You fucking crazy in real life. You like, why my shit only like spin out like one good time? And ka-ching. And like,
Grandma, my Beyblade ain't working. It only lasts
said-
2 seconds.
coming on
You just have to know how to balance your shit, bro. I used to balance the shit out of my Beyblade.
I don't know how.
K-Ka, you was yelling at your Beyblade?
I don't know how.
You was yelling at your Beyblade? You had the Dragoon?
Dragoon was weak as shit.
Yeah, you was talking to it?
Nah, like, bro, his blade was weak as hell.
It's okay,
Like,
dog. I made my
had
action
stats
figures
on
talk
the
to
back.
each other.
Nah,
I mean, yeah, action figures is cool, but your spin top?
you don't talk to no shit like that.
Oh, man.
All you say the one, you say the one phrase. Let it rip, and that's it.
Let it rip. That's all I remember.
Because in the show, they be fighting and grinding on each other and shit. Pause, and then next thing you know, they letting out.
Don't sound right.
They letting out the anime grunts and
Yeah.
whenever your spin top spin a little off and then the balance go off and shit, or like
Motherfuckers do like
And they hit you with
Dragoon.
the
Attack!
these motherfuckers
The
doing
motherfuckers
body.
just go for it.
They doing body slams with the fucking spin tops, like jump in the air with the spin top, and that motherfucker fly all the way down. It was
and you hear one go, "Nani?"
dog. That shit was.
See, the shit would have been clean if it took it to the point where if your spin top had a holographic chip at the top, and that shit would glue up, glue at night, glowed up at night, man. Them kids would have lost their mind back in the day. I would have lost my mind. Cause that's how that shit was on the Beyblade series. You know, they fucking little monster come out, and they do his little moves and shit. And they talk to it, and nah,
Yeah, because the
you got your little chips.
Like that from Yu-Gi-Oh, boy.
It's definitely, dog, because all the tops had like a spirit into it, dog. It's I don't know, man. Anime concepts, that shit gets fucking crazy. It's like the ultimate stretch of the imagination to come up with the shit and to make the shit to manifest it into an actual story and shit like that, man. But speaking of crazy shit, G, you had put in the topic. You said that AAA games are overcooking. I don't know,
We
man.
finna get canceled? Oh, we finna get canceled?
Nah, man. This is G's opinion. And G's opinion, he said that the AAA games are overcooking the LGBT what? Approach?
Yeah.
When you say that, what you mean? You mean like out of nowhere you playing a game and next thing you know, like titties bumping on each other or something like that, or like?
No.
Scratch what I just said. Go ahead, man. You got it, man. You got it.
So what I'm speaking on is the game Horizon Zero Dawn. Specifically, we're going to start with Zero Dawn, then we're going to go to Forbidden West.
Bet.
So in Zero Dawn, solo heroine, not hero, heroine, doing her thing.
Red hair.
Of course, there's love interest throughout that game, but they don't gravitate towards that much so as her trying to figure out her journey.
She too bossed up for all that and that.
But in the second one, Forbidden West, it starts off low-key in the prologue of her speaking to one of these love interests, and he's trying to figure out what's going on. Like, is there something there? Like, what's with us? And you obviously got that 3-option choice to go up, left, right, whatever options you want to choose for her.
Is it still heart, brain, and
Yeah, heart, brain, and the aggressive one.
Yeah.
I think a fist. So there's that. Now, going from Forbidden West onto this new DLC, Burning Shores. I haven't played it yet. Got it downloaded, but I haven't played it.
Yeah.
I've noticed throughout social media, there is a scene on there where Aloy is, the main character, is speaking to a young lady. Don't know if she was a comrade, a side quest, but there's a scene where the young lady kisses Aloy on the lips.
What Aloy do?
She accepted it, obviously, but I didn't see not much of it after that. It was just a thumbnail that I saw and people going off of that. I'm like, oh, okay, well. Now, that ain't the first that they've approached that, that type of route. Because throughout the story, even though you ain't played it yet, you say you got the game, but you ain't even beat it yet.
Shout out to K-Con.
I ain't trying to spoil it.
He gave me a
but But it's already shown throughout that game story on Forbidden West that such a thing is explored within the story. Going that approach. So yeah, AAA games, that is a AAA game.
When you say that approach, you talking about Aloy trying to bump some coochie somewhere or something like that?
I'm not trying to spoil the game for you because you got it and you ain't played it yet.
That nigga ain't gonna play it, so you might as well say it.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it one day.
But throughout the story, you learn that there was some, LGBT type history in there that plays some type of a role. Not going to spoil it once again, but that's just a little hint. So yeah, with that being said, I think, they're kind of overcooking it.
When you say that, you mean because you keep seeing it over and over again, or you was just
because no, it's because I continue to see it throughout media. Aside from gaming, you see that they're incorporating it more into movies, into shows.
It's definitely like some it be some shit sometimes where like I think like the media or something feel guilty, and then like whenever certain people want to come around, they want to say, hey, we should have some representation. I think sometimes they be doing some over representation with shit sometimes.
Right.
Cause even when I say this, like sometimes they be talking about like, what's some shit that it's not on top of my head right now, but whenever they be talking about, hey, let's make Wolverine black for some representation. Y'all need to sit y'all asses down somewhere.
Please, lay down.
Y'all need to sit the fuck down somewhere.
Right.
Lay your ass down.
Y'all talking about let's make Michael B. Jordan Superman. Y'all need to sit the fuck down for a minute. Just hold up.
Hold on. Didn't they make him Human Torch at some point? Or am I tripping?
Yeah, they did.
He was.
Oh man.
Yep.
That movie
Flopalopicus.
I'm like,
Flopalopicus.
y'all do know in the comics that Johnny Storm and Susan Storm, and then I want to say it was some story where Reed Richards ended up being his dad. Like I don't know if that was an alternate dimension or what.
Jesus Christ.
But anyways, y'all had the game completely fucked up when y'all think that people supposed to like I don't know, like y'all. I mean, you could have a whole nother universe where you could swap some shit out. I mean, you could make this shit way more stylish and way more smooth than just changing shit for the sake of representation. Like one reason why Nick Fury worked so good, he was inspired by fucking Samuel L. Jackson at first.
Right, because there's two types of Nick Furies.
Yeah. Like the first dude back in the day, he was, classic white, you know what I'm saying? And then like the Ultimate Universe was inspired by Samuel Jackson. They used his likeness. Yep. Samuel Jackson was so cool that he ended up playing in the motherfucking biggest franchise in the history of cinema because he was cool about the shit. He didn't feel like it was disingenuous. So,
right.
like, he got it with that. But then when y'all just out here talking about, man, make it this, make it that, and like, you just gotta, y'all gotta settle down. You gotta make sure that the story makes sense. You gotta respect whoever wrote the shit. You gotta respect the source material, and like ask for some good graces or something first. Don't just be out here just trying to like make shit different colors like it's supposed to be. Like, I don't know, man.
Trying to please everybody.
Like y'all like some kids out here. You like, as soon as my kids grab some crayons, they color the sun blue. Come on, man, that shit look funny. I mean, I guess that's the shit just having fun. But whatever they doing out here with these crayons, man, whatever y'all.
I hear the frustration in your voice.
It's like some of the shit is, like sometimes I agree with you, G, because it is an agenda out here. Because I'm sitting up here watching Power. Me and my old lady, we off up in here watching a TV show.
No, don't bring it up. Don't bring that shit up.
It's supposed to be action-packed drug dealing.
Hey, K. you say, let me finish.
Drug dealing madness. Next
Fast
thing
forward.
you know, flash to a scene, niggas getting bumped from the back.
Fast forward.
It's out of pocket, boy.
I ain't saying nothing about it. Just fast forward to see.
It's like every show we done watched had beard on beard action.
Hey, he's delivering said it. Getting bumped for the.
Come on, man. I had to jump back from the mic for a second, man. It's like, I don't have no problem with the acknowledgement and acceptance that some people got different sexual preferences and stuff like that. But do I have to see explicit activity? Do I have to?
Yes, they want you to see it.
Do I have to see explicit activity? Like,
you saying it's cool, but it's like there should be a limit.
I ain't gonna say it's a limit.
There should be a limit to how much of it you should show.
It's like I done seen more gay sex scenes than heterosexual sex scenes in the last like 2 years on these shows that I've been watching.
Oh my God,
and it's like me, I'm confident with my shit, man, but I can't take no inspiration, man. I can't take no inspiration from the shit, man. I'm like, come on, man.
Ever since Ghost died,
he said ever since Ghost died, shit done changed. He said shit done changed. Oh man, that shit is hilarious, man. But I don't know what the objective is. Like I'm like in the middle. I'm in the middle. Like I said, I'm cool with the acceptance, but I also see what Boosie's saying when he's saying, man, my son could be watching YouTube in his room and then he could stumble across a clip of, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Some stuff that I don't want in, because kids' imaginations, man. Kids are led by their imaginations, and if you show somebody, if you show them an image of some creepy shit coming out of the closet, that is gonna be in their imagination when they go to sleep at night. If you show them the image of a lifestyle that they ain't had a choice to choose yet, they gonna think that that's the lifestyle to go by. Just like when you show, like if you show kids, like a bunch of people, I don't know, smoking meth. They gonna be like, where the meth at? As soon as I pull out anything that's colorful to drink, they want some of my drink, like it's juice or something, man. Sometimes pops don't be drinking juice.
That look like apple juice.
This apple juice smells different.
Man, that look like tea.
It smelled like
tea, my boy.
It smelled like syrup.
Is that Sprite in a glass?
Yeah,
no, in a glass bottle.
Water.
Yeah, but I say
it ain't water.
I say like
it ain't water.
With that, man, you just gotta you gotta be with whatever they trying to induce into society, man. You gotta have some.
Before you end the topic and segue, let's talk about it. Power Rangers once and always. That little 15 to 30 second snippet of what they tried to, bro. I feel like that was unnecessary.
Stop.
I feel like they did too much. That was unnecessary.
There was nothing wrong with
Here's
that.
the thing. If you're going to put that in the movie, add a little more depth to it. Add some more details to it. They just put that little 1-2 minute.
You feel like it was tagged. You feel like it was tagged on.
I feel like they was like, you know what? Let's stick this in there to make it feel. No.
He had to make it quick. He was on a mission.
I feel like that was improv.
What if they were supposed to be homies? What if they were supposed to be homies?
That wasn't necessary.
What if they were supposed to be homies and then he said, yeah, my and then did the hug shit. Oh my God.
I'm like, did we really need that?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
This girl was on a mission. Sudden, hey, Mike, no, we don't care.
I did have to do a double take, but
man, it's to the point I don't do.
I heard them loud and clear.
I don't even do double takes and shit on this shit no more. Y'all go ahead and run the shit into the ground. Old news. Go ahead, man.
Look. I tell y'all, it's old show I used to watch called Spartacus.
Ooh.
Spartacus had like all of it, everything. You had the hetero stuff. You had the homosexual stuff.
That sounds like an Adult Swim joint.
Nah, it was
like shit on HBO.
It was some Warrior type shit.
It was either HBO or Stars.
It was some Warrior. Type
I know what you're talking about. Like, I know exactly what you're talking about. I just never watched it.
Yeah, it's like Roman era type shit.
Gotcha.
But that show did all of that. You had the gay couples, you had the heterosexual couples.
You know,
and they didn't censor anything. Like, you saw all of that. And then like watching all of that, and then watching like Game of Thrones pretty much do the exact same thing. I mean, I kind of got used to it. Like, I ain't gonna cap to you.
I'm like I said,
it's just like, I mean, you watch it, something like it's unexpected, but it's like, okay, I should have, yeah. It wasn't really affecting me at all.
Like, it's unexpected, but it's expected for today.
Like, at that time, I was used to it. I was like, okay. It's like, yeah, they're gay. That's what gay dudes do.
See, the funny thing is, you know, if you read through the history books, it was like typical back in the day. Like some dude in some higher position would be like, yeah, man, bring my boys and my girls in the room tonight and shit like that. Like back in, you know, the historical times. So, you know, Game of Thrones, and even like Spartacus, and even like on like
Spartacus did, man. Spartacus had it bad, dog.
Like
they had like a straight orgy in the bar, dog. That shit was insane.
Jesus Christ. See, man, my imagination, man, it's a blessing and a curse, man. It's a blessing and a curse, man. It give me the
like
power.
They would just go straight to the scene, dog. You'd be like, whoa, okay, that's all right. Like, okay, that's all right. Get it?
Like, this shit was, like, in my imagination, to give me the power to have, like, this animated ass voice while we doing this shit. But then, sometimes my imagination, when Dover told me that shit in the bar, I started seeing images in my head. I was like, oh, no, But yeah, man, that's how it was back in historic times. Strangely, they didn't care about representation. The shit was just typical. The shit was just regular back then. The shit was just extra regular back then, until certain people came around and started calling people abominations. But anyways, I guess we're gonna go ahead and hop into that Warzone drama that occurred over the course last week. Shout out to K-Con.
Got me confused. I ain't got a clue what y'all talking about.
Did you see when K-Con got hit?
I saw the video, yeah.
K-Con is my death.
Bullshit.
I choose K-Con as my death of the week.
Damn, that's cool.
That's cool. That's cool.
He's in the video. We see K-Con land on the parachute on the window panel. He falls down.
Trying to get off of it.
He falls down off the window panel. And then he starts looking around. I don't know what he's looking for. Maybe like some hot dogs or something. I don't know.
So you gotta let me tell the story. You gotta let me tell the story. Just let me know if you want to hear the story.
You got it, dog. You got it. You got it.
So I'm gonna give you the brief summary of what happened. So I forgot. Did we get a buyback or something?
I can't remember. I think we were parachuting out of somewhere. I think
You was parachuting to another location.
I think we hit a.
Did we take the little redeploy? It's probably what it was.
Yeah, we took a
All I
redeploy.
know is, so damn, nah. I think either me and G came back from the gulag or something, and we both landed in the same area because you was already there, something like that. So I'm parachuting down. I'm getting lower to the ground. I'm trying to cut my parachute, but I end up getting caught on a ledge on a building. So that's when you see me jump twice,
Window panel.
trying to get off the ledge.
Yep.
So boom, I get down. I see G in front of me. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm finna make this left turn and think I'm finna run around the building. I was like, oh, there's a wall there. I was like, never mind. Boom, I'm gonna turn around. As I turn around and start running the other way, I see a ladder. But at the same time, I look at the ladder, then I look up at the map. That's when I seen the red image. Last second. So I had a choice, either to try to climb as fast as I could, which you can't climb fast at all, or try to make it around the building where that little opening was. That choice didn't plan out how I needed it to. So the nigga was shooting while driving. So homeboy got picked up and he was on the hood of the car. He was shooting me and they ran me over. Like when you hear me say, That's when I noticed the red image coming towards me. At that moment, there's really ain't shit I could do. I thought I was gonna make it around. Didn't. Like, the shit just didn't happen because
you should have seen that red truck coming from a long shot.
Bro, that's the thing. I was looking dead at the screen, finna go to the ladder. But by the time I looked up, getting close to the ladder, I was like, I can't climb.
Oh my god!
Because he gonna either shoot me down or I'm gonna get hit by the car while climbing.
Oh my god!
Check your peripherals, my guy. Check your peripherals.
Man, so when that happened, and then first of all, G, I didn't even know you ran across the street because you was directly in front of me. So when did you turn? When did you turn right?
I'm big gone.
Bro, you was right in front of me.
You can see the instant replay, dog. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what you was looking at, but
And
we
then
seen
this
it on the
nigga threw
map.
a big ass rocket. I don't know what the rocket was supposed to do. That rocket didn't do shit. Them niggas still had full horses in the engine.
I think it went in between the wheels and went right past.
That motherfucker connected. That motherfucker connected. Nothing happened.
Didn't do nothing. Yeah.
All I know is if anybody out there has seen the movie Gridiron Gang, in the beginning when old boy tried to jump that fence.
Oh my god!
Old boy tried to jump that fence and ragdoll physics happens in the live action movie.
But I at least got to give G props because he tried to save me. nigga, you just laughed the whole time.
Hey, I just seen all I seen was that red vehicle go across the map, and when it got to your triangle,
I got shot and ran over at the same time, bro. That was the worst part about it. Like,
insane. Bro.
That nigga mowed me down. Bro, like the shit was stupid, bro. Like, I really did not see the red symbol on the map until I took a glance up, and it was too late.
Next time, I'll have a grenade launcher. A grenade launcher would do more damage.
What did you shoot?
A RPG.
Oh man!
And that's the bullshit I'm talking about though. We get hit by our shit is instantly done. They get hit by one. Them motherfuckers just kept driving like nothing hit them.
Right.
No tires popped.
You gotta aim it at
nobody got it.
You gotta aim it
Bro,
at
he aimed at the side of the car.
You gotta aim at that passenger.
He aimed at the side of the car.
Yeah, I aimed at the driver. But
that shit
gas tank in that shit. Ain't no gas tank.
I don't think it's a gas tank. I don't think so. They didn't take the San Andreas route. Where you could sprinkle a bullet on the gas tank and blow that motherfucker up on San Andreas.
But how our cars get shot up instantly and it stops, but you shoot an RPG, that shit bounced off like a pencil.
I think it depends on the vehicle that you choose to drive.
I think I got shot at.
Because all them vehicles are souped up different.
I got shot at with all LMGs that day, I think. When this shit got
disabled. Bro, them niggas driving
in 5 seconds.
The EV Hummer. The EV Hummer.
I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah. You drove into that.
That shit was tragic. Tragic. Oh, and honorable mention.
If you chuck like a thermite or something at somebody's gas tank, that hell should blow up within like 3 seconds.
If you get under that motherfucker, if you get under like where the pipes and shit is, it should be over with.
I threw a Semtex sticking on the damn 18 wheeler, but that long truck didn't do nothing. Disabled it, but that was it.
Curtains. It should be curtains.
Honorable mention to this dude who he looked like he could have been hacking, but he tried to dive behind a van and got hit by an airstrike in midair.
Lovely.
Fatality.
Lovely.
That's for you, dog.
Lovely.
That's for you out there, man. But anyways, man, y'all got anything y'all want to say about y'all gaming journeys these days so far? Y'all got any prospects coming soon, or I don't know, anything y'all experiences taught y'all about life? You say what, Dover?
I'm still free till like June 2nd.
Bet.
Free as far as what?
As far as gaming goes.
Okay.
You
not counting your Zelda endeavors, Dover? You not counting those? You not counting those?
I mean, I'm Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. All I'm gonna say is, if you was able to beat them games back then on the N64,
64.
you are superhuman. If you was able to beat that shit without a guide, you are superhuman. Like, that's all I'm gonna say.
Shout out to Nintendo Hard for being a meme.
Yeah, I had to grow up to beat them games. I had to grow up.
Cap, dog. Like, I needed a guide for some of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no way I was gonna like get half of these items without a guide.
And like the items you was trying to get, you was trying to like 100% it, or you just trying to get some specific items?
It's like you gotta get like Majora's Mask. I gotta get something specific just to get this item.
Got you.
You gotta do this specific quest at this specific time just to get this specific item.
If that shit is anything like
This shit is wild.
how you gotta have it like with your playtime, if it's a specific playtime shit, that shit sounds insane.
Yep.
That shit sound insane. Cause they used to have this shit
Like,
back
you
in
gotta do this shit. You gotta do this shit at like 3:00 on the second day. But if you're a second late, it's over. You gotta reset your time.
Dog, that shit fucking crazy. That shit sound like they that's how they were selling guides back in the day. That's how they was selling them. It wasn't no YouTube back then. They was selling them guys, selling the shit out of them
When this shit
guys.
come out, 98, 99, whatever, whichever one of them days.
K-Con, what's up with your
No
gaming journey
way
these
in
days,
hell.
man? What's up with your gaming journey, K-Con?
Man, right now I'm still playing Ghosts.
Slicing
Get my
throats.
online wins. Get my online wins in Madden.
I see.
Online wins in Madden.
I seen you had old boy soaked in blood. Looked like he took a shower in tomato juice.
Yeah, that nigga was a little hoe. Yeah, get done. That nigga was a little hoe.
Hey man, like I said, when I get through with Cyber, man,
You
Don't
gotta
lie to
beat
us.
that game.
Don't lie to us.
when I get
Don't lie to us.
Beating that game, man.
I'm gonna jump back in history to that Ghost because I'm gonna watch what's that movie with Tom Cruise, The Last Samurai?
Dog, bro, that's some shit you play during a snowstorm. Don't start that shit.
I'm gonna watch The Last Samurai and Rurouni Kenshin and get into my motherfucking samurai zone when I hop in the Ghosts, dog. But yeah,
Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Man.
Gee, your game is dirty, man. I know you still, chilling with Leon and Ashley, kicking it.
Oh yeah. We're gonna rotate that RE4 remake a few more times.
Damn, nigga.
Dog, the game is made for
We're trying to get rich.
what G is doing. The game is made for that. Capcom built that game to be replayed, man. They did their thing, man.
Replay value on 1 thou
That's
wow.
how you do it, man.
On a thou wow.
G is running through with the
I'll
flap,
be playing that.
with the flap hat that matches
Yes.
the iconic coat.
I'll be playing that next.
Hard.
Jumping back into it.
It's beautiful, man.
So
The
you-
game is a masterpiece.
He said you going for the professional or the hardcore playthrough, Dory?
I might, but I need to probably get money first.
Get a little
better
more.
weapons.
Stack
Have
up
my weapons out.
a little bit more with the stats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably.
Get my weapons and shit right.
Yeah, if I got.
I don't know if the game will allow you to do that. I think when you start hardcore professional,
You
it's
can't-
with a
You
new
can't S
slate.
rank.
Oh, they want to be fresh.
You can't S rank it. Oh, you can't S plus rank it. If you
Yeah,
do
you
it that
can't
way.
S plus rank it if you do
But
it that
like-
way. Yeah.
Oh,
If you do it from scratch, then you'll get it.
oh, so they want you to be fresh. Oh, it's all gonna be based on you knowing the mechanics and the way how Leon's shoulders and shit sway with that analog stick. There, that's what that shit is. Whew.
Can't get an S rank with any bonus weapons. You got to use all modern weapons.
Shit, I ain't played it since that launch week,
Vanilla.
but I had that shit down packed by the time I got to them regenerators and shit. The regenerators.
I was just
shit-
about to say the same thing.
Yeah, by the time I got to like the island and shit, them motherfuckers could barely even touch me, especially like being able to deflect and parry and stuff. And I had upgraded the shit. What's the shit called that shoot the arrows?
The boat thrower.
The bolt thrower where you could stealth kill, and if you see groups, you could put a bomb on the arrow and take out a group in one shot. Psh. Yeah, I had that shit down packed, man. I had Leon on some top tier agent type shit, man. Shout out to Capcom once again for making a motherfucking masterpiece. But yeah, shit, I think we got through all the topics. Everybody got to spill a gaming spirit out.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, y'all, that's Durag Rico, K-Con, G Nizzle, Doe B. And this is the Shut My Dope Podcast. We're gonna catch y'all later.